Hi Sagittarius, it's Adi from tarotforlifecoaching.com, and I'm going to do your brief weekly overview for the week starting the 5th of June till the 11th of June 2017. So it's a weekly overview for Sagittarius, and I'm going to first full draw a oracle card, so 2 oracle cards. So Sagittarius, you've got self-acceptance to start off with, and your goddess card this week is going to be, purification. So it's time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. Purification for Sagittarius this week. So let's see what your tarot cards are adding to that information, or maybe highlighting or giving you information. Let's just see. So this is a general reading, Sagittarius. If you want to have a question answered for your private situation, then it's okay to order a tarot reading via my website. There's different options you can tune into and order online. So let's have a look how this is going to unfold for you. So we have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse here to start off with. And the 6 of Pentacles is a card that speaks of balance, of things coming together, of wishes being granted. Maybe you have applied for a mortgage or a grant, study grant or something like that, or are asking for some help from people. But in reverse, it's saying it hasn't come together yet. You're coming into the week with the feeling like things are not together. It doesn't feel totally in balance yet. And so you're probably waiting for answers or something, some answers about where you're going with maybe a physical project or financial investment, or something with your physical environment, really. So things like a plan needs to come together. It's not just together yet, it's start of the week. And then you have temptation in reverse. So, well, let's have a look at the card, really. It's there is a fox on it in the bottom there. There's a couple. They don't, they look relaxed and in their own little world. But at the same time, the fox is obviously a symbol of something or somebody, or not being totally right. A little bit sly, maybe a bit secretive, something like that. But it is in reverse. So it may warn you not to fall into temptation of something, just maybe because something doesn't feel like it's all together, that you're rushing into something. The message is you're doing the opposite. You are strong. You are not falling for temptation or taking the wrong choices, maybe just because the situation needs to come together. It doesn't mean you have to rush into it, for instance. And it speaks to me of taking a bit more time and not making swift decisions. And then you have the Knight of Chalices, or Cauldrons, it says on this deck, in reverse. Now this is also a card of holding back on your emotions. The cauldrons, the cups are in reverse. Cups speak of love and relationships, and actually the Knight of Cauldrons often is seen as Prince Charming, and so a very passionate person who brings a lot of love and new love connections. But it is in reverse. So what it's basically saying, I think you have the strength this week not to fall for any nonsense and for being tempted into a situation that doesn't feel right. Prince Charming, for instance, for some of you may come. Somebody may present themselves as somebody on the surface looks like could be an interesting person to connect with. But you are not fooled by exteriors or anything sort of temptational. You will stick to your own thing, because you see sense here. I think you are also cleansing yourself from the wrong influences here. You know, that you stay strong and don't just jump into maybe the first kind words you're hearing or the kind offers from somebody, that you see through it and that you really stay strong in what you believe in, what's right and wrong, with the temptation card here in reverse. So let's have a look how this continues. So we also have the Nine of Pentacles here in reverse. And again, it speaks to me of a situation. Normally in upright position, the Nine of Pentacles is a very beautiful card. It's a card that speaks of abundance, of achieving almost everything you were wishing for in a certain element in your life, in a certain part of your life. But in reverse, it is like that's taken away from you. So I just think there is going to be a little, I don't want to say drama, but there is a situation here where you have to stand your ground and where you have to stay strong to your principles and not fall prey to other people's, I want to say manipulation or false presentations to you. There might be something like that this week for you, I feel. And you have the ability to do this. There's no doubt about it. And it's also with the card of self-acceptance here. I feel actually that this relates to you starting to see your own value, and that you're not going to be taken for granted by anybody anymore. That there is an important clearance going on in your life in some part, where you are letting go of something that you no longer need, and where you accept who you are, and where you are not going to be tempted by other people's persuasions that don't suit you, or other people's stories of I just want to say other people's dramas, really. So, you know, because people can be tempting you into their lives. They can draw you in and try to get you involved. Whilst, you know, although obviously you're helping hand when it's needed. But there is a real need here to stay very strong in what's right for you also, and to accept what's right for you, and then be able to speak up for yourself, so that nobody's running away with your emotional or even physical stuff. You know, that you are, because that is part of life, I suppose, that we learn to really value ourselves, as of course we do value others. But you cannot really have these relationships if you are allowing yourself to be used or manipulated. And there's a strong energy here of you making sure that you connect with your inner self, and that you accept who you are, that you accept your needs and your wishes, and honor them. And that will purify people and situations from your life. You will let go of things. So the detoxifying of your body and your mind. So it may be a physical thing that this is showing up as, like you feel like you need to let go of some physical burdens that you carry, like toxins, or you might need to do a physical detox. It's something, you know, individual for everybody. Or it may be as something that needs to be cleared from your mind, that you stay strong and that you're not tempted into people's stories or people's needs too much, that you stick to what is right for you. Very pure, you know, very pure need here. And your last card is the Emperor. So a card of abundance, a card of play, particularly in this card deck. It's a card of play, of being in your element, connected to nature. Sometimes it talks about rigid rules, but I don't feel that is the case because it's in upright position. And I feel this Emperor is very flexible and playful. This I feel it's representing you at the end of this process, where you start to feel more king of your own castle, and more in tune with nature, more playful, and more solid in yourself. So it feels like a brief. I don't feel like it needs to be very long, but a brief purification of something that where you have to be strong and stand your ground and choose you for once, because often we choose other people first, and you need to make that space for yourself this week, the cards are saying, and then you will come out so much stronger, feeling so much stronger in yourself and so much clearer in your mind. And you have as overall card of the deck, the Sun in upright position, which is beautiful energy for you. It is, it really speaks of being in the light, being connected with your inner self, with your true self, your inner nature, and being playful again. It fits beautifully with the Emperor in this deck here, and like getting rid of the clouds, being strong, or waiting for the clouds to pass, because sometimes we can't move on clouds, obviously, and then the sunny day will start again for you. So very lovely process this week of clearance and you letting go of something that you no longer need, and you to work towards self-acceptance, which brings you to your inner self and allows you to shine again. Like because fire sign, the sun, is obviously important to really shine your light again after this clearance has been successfully completed. So Sagittarius, I feel that is your message for this week, and I hope this makes sense to you. Do tune into my website if you like to order a personal reading as well. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it so much, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care now. Bye for now.